When you like Ventura TV Appliance on Facebook, it's nice. But when you love the Samsung big screen we deliver, it's even better. Our website is cool, and it's a good place to start. But you really should touch the merchandise before you buy. Time for that upgrade to an HD 3D web-enabled Samsung TV. Get the best selection, price, and service in town without waiting. Come in to Ventura TV Appliance and touch the merchandise today.
Hi, I'm John Mallos. Welcome to this live edition of Connect with Me on the showroom floor at Ventura TV on this day. Today, the focus is on business, a local business that you might be interested in. If your lawn is brown and you want it green, you can make it green without watering. We'll tell you how and show you how. 436-ME-TV, option 11, as the drought continues. We're back with our program in a moment. Back here on the program, here on the showroom floor at Ventura TV on this Thursday morning. And again, the focus is on business, and a great local business as it is. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Just first, a couple of notes here. You're watching us live on Comcast, channel 187 as usual, and 43.6. And now, my friends, you are watching us on 13.1 live. The replay will be later today at 2 o'clock and at 8 o'clock tonight. And also a little program note here. Congressman David Valadao is going to be on the program tomorrow for the full hour to take your questions about the drought, about the water situation, the water bill, immigration. He'll talk about all that. There was a great debate in Bakersfield with him and Amanda Renteria last night. Don't know if you saw that on KC24. But we'll have Congressman David Valadao and also reaching out to Amanda Renteria as well, just to give equal time here on Connect with Me. Anyway, the focus of today's program is, of course, business. Not long ago, we had a couple of business owners on here that went brown. That means that they let all of the grass in front of their business go brown to try to do their part during the drought. And the drought is ongoing now for the last 4 years. Let's go to the videotape. I'll show you about today's business. Hey, I look around my own neighborhood and I see a lot of brown lawns. There's no question, or at least some that are partially brown, including my own lawn. Today, we're going to introduce you to a local company doing its part during this drought situation. This company will paint your lawn green. That's right, paint your lawn green. Adding color to your lawn that in fact will prompt your neighbors into thinking that maybe you're watering a little bit too much. They might call the water police on you. I don't think so, but look at the beauty of that. It actually looks great on any lawn or any surface. The company is called Turf Medics, and it's all part of another company called Pro Turf that was formed back in 2007/08. That company focused on fertilizing and weed control, but most recently they added the second branch to this business, and they want to try to beautify your lawn and your neighbor's lawn without wasting any water. Live in our studio now, and I'm going to try to get these names right, is Derik Jakusz, and he is the owner of Turf Medics. He will personally go out and paint your lawn green. Alongside him is Michael Schutz, and they are going to paint your lawn. They're going to paint whatever you want them to paint, either in the back or the front. You know, my back lawn is like totally brown. My front lawn is going brown because of the lack of water. And my neighbors, as I said in the opening, almost all brown throughout my neighborhood. You can only water, I believe, once a week now here in the city of Fresno. We are going to entertain your phone calls. 436-ME-TV, option 11. Turf Medics is in the house. We have two guests. We're back with our program and your phone calls in just a moment.
It's Sully and Russ on the Big Biz Show.
It's your biz.
And maybe they'll start listening to Baldwin McCullough.
Now, before you make any money moves, check in with the Brain Trust.
And you are starting your week off right.
You know, I got to tell you, all of us want our lawns to look like this. This is artificial turf, of course, but in this day and age, the last 3-4 years, it's almost impossible because we're in a drought situation, and now they've imposed water restrictions on all of us. But, you know, I still see some lawns in the neighborhood that are this green. I mean, it almost looks like the green at the 16th green at the Masters. Some of these lawns that I see, it's incredible. I don't know what they're doing to them, but our two guests are in the house today talking about making your lawn look green without watering or overwatering, or your neighbors having to call the water police. All right, Derik and Michael are here. Good to see you, gentlemen. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
All right, so tell me about this Pro Turf or Turf Medics, and I have a sample bottle right here. This is actually for touch-up. Tell me what you guys do, and we're going to roll some videotape. We got some videotape that our guy Marcus shot. We're going to talk about this business and how this thing started, and you basically paint lawns.
Right. So Pro Turf is the fertilization weed control company because you got to have a healthy lawn. You got to have it weed free. So that's where Pro Turf came in. We started hitting the drought. We started having needing other products. We do have other products that help. Now we're at such a bad state with the drought. It's so dry, going brown. So we got the Turf Medics product to basically, it's not a paint, it's a sealant. So it basically seals your lawn. It helps protect the roots. It holds in moisture. It causes kind of like a greenhouse effect. You can see there where he's going over, and it almost looks like an artificial turf lawn. We've actually been told that, hey, you guys put down artificial turf because it looks so green. It's a natural organic product, and the color looks amazing.
So, Michael, this is not paint. It's not like regular paint. What kind of solution are you guys putting or painting the lawn with to make it look so wonderful?
Well, other paints are negative to the growth of the grass because they are either toxic based or latex based, which would suffocate the root system and eventually kill things off. This is a 100% organic product. It's actually created out of a crushed mineral. So when we get it, it's similar to a mud, and then we dilute it down, spray it on grass. It sticks onto the grass, and it allows it to breathe. So it's still able to grow naturally and still breathe and live normally. It's not going to suffocate the grass and harm the root structure at all.
Where did this product come from? Who invented it? What exactly are the ingredients?
We can't give you the ingredients.
You can't. It's a secret, right?
Yeah, it's a secret. Yeah, we can't.
It's
give
like
you the
it's like Coke. You can't
have the secret sauce.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. But it was invented here. A couple of guys here in Fresno. Dino and Janino used to spray the Fresno State football field, and he needed a really good green to show up on the HD TV, and that's where he started trying to figure out what to do. Got with the guy at LA, he's got it going, and took a couple of years to actually get the color right. And when they did get the color right, they started noticing that the grass was getting healthier, almost like it was being fertilized.
Really?
So that's where they sent it off to UC Davis, and they said, hey, what do we have here? What's going on? And they did the testing at UC Davis. They did different tests, the color, the quality of the lawn, just different things, and they came out with, hey, we're not sure why this stuff helps the lawn, but it does help the lawn. It protects it, and it keeps it green, obviously, because of the green color. But when it comes out of the dormant state, it's actually healthier than if you didn't put it on.
Yeah, I saw the document that you emailed me last night from UC Davis. Even they can't explain why this product works and why it looks so good and works so well on the grass, and how it kind of, like you said, fertilizes it, right, Michael?
Correct.
Even Davis can't explain it.
Right. I think one of the benefits is exactly how Derik described it, as a sealant. It does kind of seal what water you do get, so it helps the lawn utilize the water that it does get a lot better, holds it in a lot better. It doesn't allow for much evaporation.
But you can still fertilize your lawn plus use this product here?
Sure.
Absolutely.
You can just still do both.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
And you want to, because you want the base of your lawn needs to be healthy. So you need a healthy lawn without weeds. And then if it's just going brown because you can't water it enough, that's where we'll come in, get it green. But you've got to keep the roots healthy, because when it does cool off, or we do eventually get some water on it, you want the grass to come back healthy. If you just don't put anything on it, it's or no fertilization, it's just going to turn brown and die.
Right. And eventually it's going to rain at some point,
Right.
even if it's a little bit.
We hope so.
Everything, yeah, we hope so. We would think so, right?
Yeah.
At some point it's going to rain. We're going to get some water on the ground. And at some point, people are going to turn their sprinklers on and maybe water a little bit, even if it's minimal. Okay. So when you put this product on, what's that going to do to, I mean, for the lack of a better term, I call it paint. I know it's not regular paint, but what's it going to do to the green paint? Will it dilute it?
No, absolutely nothing. Once this stuff is dry, it's dry and it's there. If you don't mow it off, it'll last 3 to 4 months. So on a completely dormant Bermuda lawn, it'll last all winter.
So what happens if you mow it? What happens then? Does it
Well, if there's still
go
growth,
away sooner, or what?
Yeah, if there's still growth stimulated to the root system, it's going to grow slowly, and then, as you mow it, you're cutting off some of that green color. But if it's growing at that rate, then it's a healthy lawn on its own, and it probably doesn't need the color as much.
Okay, roll another piece of videotape if you would, and then we'll take a break after this. 436 MeTV option 11. Turf Medics is the product. It's right here as we roll the videotape. This is kind of a sample bottle of it right here. And so once you put this stuff on your front lawn or your back lawn, you should not mow it for approximately how long, Derik?
It depends on how picky you are about your lawn. The best is to let it go as long as you can without having to mow it. So if you can go 2-3 weeks, if you're not too picky about it being perfectly cut, and looking manicured every week, just let it do its thing. Let it sit there for a while. It's going to slow because it's not getting enough water, because we're in a drought. We have restrictions, so it shouldn't be growing anyway. So you can go 2 to 3 weeks during the summertime. During the wintertime, like a hybrid Bermuda lawn, you don't need to mow it at all. You cut it down low instead of putting down the rye seed, which a lot of people do. With the rye seed, you need to put the rye seed down. Then you need to water it in to get it to germinate. And then once it's germinated, you still need to mow it. You still need to water it. There's going to be no water in this winter, so the ryegrass is going to suffer. With this, you mow it down, you spray it on, and you forget about it. We're doing lawns. We've been doing lawns for people that put down Christmas ornaments. They don't want to mow the lawns because they got all the Christmas ornaments on the grass. So we go ahead and come in, spray it all off. They mow it down, we spray it off, and they're good for the winter.
How long does this stuff take to dry once you put it on? I mean, you can't walk on the lawn for what? How long?
Depends on the weather. So the warmer it is, obviously, the faster it dries. In the summertime, it's 5 to 10 minutes. Wintertime, it could take a little bit longer.
Could take maybe a half a day, huh?
I wouldn't go half a day, probably less. We wouldn't be spraying on days that it was like really super cold, or days that we have a chance of rain, because you got to make sure that let it dry. If you don't let it dry, it will wash off.
How long have you guys been doing this? With the Turf Medics,
6 months.
About 6 months?
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been testing it and playing with it for about a year, but we've been actually applicating it in the field for about 6 months.
Okay. We're talking with Derik and Michael here of Turf Medics, and this is the product here, 436 MeTV option 11. We're going to come back here on our program on a Thursday morning. The focus is on business. Very interesting product. You don't have to water your lawn to make it look green like this. We're back with our program in just a moment.
Considering solar? Whether you're ready to buy now or just exploring your options, the consultants at Solar Negotiators are here to help you. A call to Solar Negotiators is like calling 5 solar companies at once. You see, when local established solar contractors have gaps in their schedule, they call Solar Negotiators to fill them. Right now, get 5 years of panel cleaning and maintenance or $1,000 off your new solar panels. So stop wasting your time searching and call Solar Negotiators, because when contractors compete for your business, you win.
All right, back here on Connect with Me on the showroom floor at Ventura TV, talking about Turf Medics, and here it is, the product right here. Good morning, caller. You're on the air with our 2 guests. Your question, please.
Let me direct a question to Derik and Michael. Okay, let me see. What's the cost for laying down, the paint and all that? I mean, is it by square feet or square yards or what? How long does it take you to spray it? And like you said, let it dry. And do you usually get customers that want both the back and the front? because I've seen some that look like, like a golf course, and I know they can't be using, the water usage, because we're only allowed so much, but I think your way of doing it will save money-wise as far as water. One just put down, and we have to realize that, that's common sense. I'm not an educated man, but by putting your product down, they're going to save on water bills. That's a big thing, And by putting this, it's common sense that they should do it already. And with the drought the way it is, it's a plus for them, because then if they have a nice house, it's not going to look good if they got a brown grass. So I commend you guys for doing this. I think it's just been out not too long, because I've seen, maybe not your company or whatever, Are you guys the only two doing them, or do you have more employed? That's all I want to question. But you guys are doing great.
Thank you. Yeah, we have other guys that are actually going out and spraying. And your first question on price. So price of artificial turf would cost you $6 to $14, maybe $16 a square foot. Our cost, if we put it on, is 10 cents a square foot. That's kind of the cost difference. You could actually buy the product yourself and apply it yourself, but 10 cents a square foot is what we put down, is what we charge to put it down.
It's pretty cheap.
Yeah,
when you consider, you compare it to, say, artificial turf, and I'm holding this up again just to make the comparison. I mean, this is artificial turf, anywhere from what? How much again?
6 to 14, maybe even up to $16 a square foot.
Wow, and that gets pretty expensive, especially if you have a large front yard. You live on a corner house, let's say it goes all the way around. It's a lot of ground to cover.
Right.
And so with this being at 10 cents a foot, how are you getting the word out? Is it word of mouth? I mean, if you do one lawn, the neighbor across the street sees you, hey, what are you doing? How are you doing that? How much does it cost?
Yeah, it's amazing. When we could talk about it all day long, and there's one thing to talk about it. When you see it, it's like, wow. You really see the color and how it looks, how natural it looks. That's what we get. When our guys are out there painting, and the guys come up and just want to know, what are you doing? What's going on? And
yeah,
ask questions.
I do want to do a sample test here on the set on some white paper. Do you mind if we do that? Not now, but later on.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Great idea and timely. Wow.
I know.
I have two questions for your guests. What's it going to do to my mower if I put it on my front lawn, cover up that ghastly, awful brown mess I have for a front yard? When I go to mow it eventually, is it going to cram up my mower? I've got a reel type. And then my other question was, how about my kids taking a spill out there if they're dribbling their soccer ball around, and is it going to get on their shoes? Are they going to track it in the house? Is it something that they might end up ingesting?
No,
there you go.
Those are great questions. This product will not, once it's dry, it will not come off. It's not going to clog up your mower. It's 100% organic, so it's not going to harm children, pets, anything of that nature. It's not going to rub off on your shoes or your clothes. Anytime you get down on the lawn, once it's dry, it's dry. Even if you get down on the lawn, let's say right after it rains or you have your sprinklers on, it's still not going to rub off on your clothes.
So if your 5-year-old goes face down on the turf and gets a little grass in his mouth, not going to hurt him?
No, not at all.
Organic based, yeah.
Yeah, it's non-toxic.
Non-toxic. Yeah, and the thing we're talking about when it gets rain, when you paint your house, once it dries, it's dry. Same concept. It's not a paint, it's a sealant, but the same concept. Once it's dry, it's completely dry. You can hose it down. It could rain all at once, and the stuff's not coming off.
Yeah. So, when's the best time of year to put this on?
Depends on what you're looking for. I mean, like right now is the best time because, like I say, rice seed. Everybody wants green grass in the wintertime. Most Bermuda lawns go completely dormant, and now if you haven't watered, your grass is brown right now.
Yeah.
Right now is a perfect time. Get your from now until December. Get your grasses green. How would you like to have a green grass all winter long without having to put ryegrass, without having to mow it, without having to water it? You could have a green grass all winter. So that's kind of the time. Going into the summertime, it's more of hey, if you're following the restrictions and your grass is going brown, why not use the product? Get your grass green, save water, save money on the water, follow the rules, and don't get cited and don't piss your neighbors off.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's the thing I worry about is, and I don't overwater. There are people that do, and I know people that are not using this product, and they're, like I said, in the mono, their lawn looks like the 16th green at the Masters.
They're not
And then the
following
only
restrictions.
way that you can get your lawn to look like that is if you're overwatering.
Yeah.
Well, you bring up a good point, and that's where ProTurf comes in. You know, a lot of our services, we do cater to the fact that you have to water less, and a lot of our
Yeah.
products will assist in keeping your lawn looking green and healthy as possible, even with lower watering restrictions.
Yeah.
Our whole program for next year is completely going to be based off of water restrictions. I've already talked to the City of Fresno. They're not going away. So we're changing our whole program. The program's going towards complete health of your lawn, keep your weeds out, and use products that are going to save water.
Yeah, we got our own water police here on Connect With Me, because in the past, when we've done shows on the drought and the water regulations and that, we've had callers call up and tell us that they're abusing the system at City Hall. They're overwatering at night, 2 in the morning. You know, they're flooding the streets. Federal courthouse, same thing. It's like, so even the government is doing a little overwatering itself. Go ahead.
It's hard to let there's some people can care less about their lawns.
Yeah.
You know, and other people really care about having a green lawn.
Yeah.
It's hard to just let yourself just watch it go brown, watch it go just die. And I understand that. I mean, me personally, this has been my business for basically my whole life. So
Really?
it is hard to just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to follow restrictions. I'm going to let my grass go brown and not care. I mean, you drive up to your house and your house is brown.
All right, we got to take a break here, and we're talking with Derik and Michael of Turf Medics. And, you know, I saw the letter from UC Davis last night. Even UC Davis cannot explain why this product works, but it does. They can explain it, and they know why, but they're not releasing the formula. Back here with our show in a moment, 436 Me TV, option 11. Turn down the sound. We're back in a moment.
Tune in to Heartland for the best in true country music. Relive vintage specials, one-of-a-kind concerts, and country music's earliest videos. Heartland is the heart of country, the only place where you can find country music, country stars, and country lifestyles 24/7. Heartland, the heart of country.
Now on channel 13.2.
Tough TV is the first digital broadcast network to offer first-run original programming targeted at men. Tough TV features content that men are passionate about. Sports.
No matter what happens in the fight, oh, good right, left. He's coming on strong.
Lifestyle.
What we've done is we've created a technology that allows us to run video games in extremely powerful servers in server centers.
Drama.
Did you cause this?
Reality.
Welcome to this edition of Eye for an Eye. Now, today in court, we have the case of the reckless brother who tried to unravel his own family ties.
Talk.
Bam, we have a winner.
Specials.
I'm Dick Butkus. Welcome to the Butkus Awards TV special.
And movies.
Everybody on your knees, put your hands on the table.
Sports, lifestyle, drama, reality, talk, specials, and movies. Are you tough enough?
Well, we're back here on Connect With Me. We got a call coming in. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning. I have a question. My grass, I'm not too worried about. It's more, I got this like a juniper. It's a low ground cover thing. I think it's kind of like a juniper. Anyhow, it's one of those things that just grows across, and it's long, and it's low. But it died, and it's darker than. It's not a bright, pretty green. It's a darker shade of green. Do you guys have a darker shade? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just one shade.
You know, with this product, the darker, if you can lighten it up by adding more water. It's just mixed with water. So if you need it, you would have to put it on pretty thick. You would just use less water. So you would mix the product and kind of test it out, find a color you like, and then just stay with that rate and just go ahead and spray whatever you need.
Is the caller still there? Caller, are you still there?
Yeah.
Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. What color is your lawn right now?
Well, the lawn, I'm out in the country, so we can water more often. So the lawn is okay. It's green.
Oh.
So I'm not too worried about the lawn, but that low ground cover thing it died, and I've been thinking about it for a few years of just digging it all out, but that's so much work. And I saw these guys, and I thought, I wonder if I could spray that green again.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question while you're on the line here. I just want to ask you a quick question. I'll let you go. Why are some, I'm not saying you are, but why are many of us, many people, obsessed with how their lawn looks? Why do you think that is?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
Well, it's mostly people that have that care about. You know, some people, they really don't care.
Yeah.
You know, people that have, you know, crappy yards and weeds and crappy house and a crappy car. Those people don't really care. But some people just want, especially if you live on the main road. I live right on 41.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of concerned about my lawn looking green.
Yeah. But if it's a little brown, you're not going to go berserk, are you? You're not going to go crazy, right?
No, because I know that's what people are doing now.
Yeah.
So,
but this product that they're using, Turf Medics, is pretty cheap. It's like 10 cents a square foot. That's not a bad price.
No, it's not.
You know, and if you want to, you know, I mean, look at the lawn here that we're looking at now. That's pretty ugly looking, actually. And especially if you live on a corner house. I don't know if this is a corner house, but any house. You know, you don't want it looking like that. It doesn't have to look like the 16th green at the Masters, but you want it looking decent, right?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have to. Like, our lawn isn't super green. Let me look at it. Yeah, you know what? I see a yellowish tint in some spots. It's not super green, but it's okay, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, could I get these guys' phone number?
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. It
Please?
is 559-495-1464.
1464. 495-1464.
Correct.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for the call. I really appreciate it. So why do you, let me pose that question to both of you. Why are some people, I mean, isn't there a happy medium? Why do some people, they just don't care what their lawn looks like? They let the bushes grow. They let the lawn get really brown. And then other people are like totally obsessed. They're out there 24/7 at 2 in the morning working on their yard.
I think some people just enjoy having projects, you know.
Yeah.
You go to
something to do on a weekend.
Yeah. You know, for me, I consider my lawn health as part of my house, and it's where my kids play. It's where my dogs play. It's where, you know, we play as a family. And, you know, if I can get the grass as healthy as possible and keep it as weed-free as possible, it helps the grass, you know, without as many weeds, it helps the grass stay as healthy as possible. And that way there's no weeds in there. There's no stickers to be worrying about. There's no weird flowers attracting bees, and we can all be out there.
Yeah, but if your lawn turns a little brown, you're not gonna go through withdrawals or anything, are you?
No, I'm
right.
not.
Well, the yard that we're spraying right there, he's actually in competition his neighbors. It's been ongoing. He's actually a police officer here in town, and so he's warned me that I better have his lawn looking better than the rest. And
he's going to put you behind bars.
Yeah, he's going to get me. He's going to get me. So yeah, we have to make sure that now they're fanatics on their lawn. He mows it twice a week. We have to keep it.
Here?
That's that lawn right there. Yeah.
This guy's obsessed, huh?
Obsessed. His neighbors actually. He just told me when we were doing this. He told me, his neighbors drove by and threw golf balls on his grass to give him a hard time because it looks so green. So
is that right?
Yeah, we do a regular service for him with ProTurf, fertilization, weed control, and we keep it looking that way for him. And then every winter when it goes dormant, instead of doing ryegrass, he sprays it green.
Well, he puts ornaments. He's on the cherry. Was it Cherry Tree Lane or whatever? Where they put all the
Christmas Tree Lane?
No. Over there off of Peach and Alluvial, the new one. Candy Cane Lane. There you go. Yeah. So
there you go.
He's got Candy Cane Lane, and he does not want to have to mow and do everything. But his yard's full of ornaments in the wintertime, so he wants to make sure.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So he wants to make sure this lawn is green.
And he does not want it brown, so it needs to be green.
Yeah. Well, he's got the right guys on the job, I guess. Do you guys have any competition in town? Is there a competitor to this, like a like an imitation of this product here?
Sure. Yeah, there's stuff that's been around. I've been in the business for a long time. There's stuff that's been around, and it's basically a dye. And a dye has a yellow and blue made green. It has a weird kind of a tint to it. And any other company that's there spraying, if they're not getting it from us, they're probably using a product similar to that. And it's
is it toxic? Or?
No, it's not toxic. It's still good, but it doesn't have the color that we have. It doesn't hold up to the water, to the sun,
to the elements.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll fade out quicker, and it never does look that good. It has a bluish kind of blackish tint to it.
Some of the other products that people are using have a latex base, and the latex base will damage the root system.
It will, and this will not, because it does not have a latex base.
And this also, like the UC Davis report, it doesn't just turn your grass green, it actually protects it. So in the wintertime, when it gets really cold, we have a bad frost, this is protecting your lawn as well as keeping it green.
Mm-hmm. But what cracks me up is that UC Davis, this high-tech school up near Sacramento, they have no idea why it protects your lawn.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
we know it protects it, but gee, we can't figure out why.
Right.
One of the things I really like about it is that the product is still porous, and so it allows the plant to breathe. So when you have weeds in your lawn, we can still use our products to get the weeds out, and it'll still accept those products and kill off the weeds properly.
Yeah. So it's like putting on, so is it similar to this? I know it's kind of a stretch, but is it similar to putting on makeup that still lets your skin breathe and it doesn't clog your pores? Kind of like that?
I would look more like a hair dye. I mean, if you dye your hair, it's still going to grow. That's
I don't
all right.
dye my hair.
Yeah, whatever.
I do not dye my hair.
Everybody has
Don't
their own
insult
choice.
me.
but that's basically what it does, because your hair's still growing, and the dye is going to grow out. So as you get your hair cut, it's going to cut it back down to its natural color. This is basically considered the same thing, except it's keeping it healthy.
Okay, the product is called Turf Mix. Here's a sample bottle. This is for like touch-up, just around the edges or whatever. And we're talking with Derik, we're talking with Michael, and they are the owners of the company. And they have 5 employees now. The focus is on business today. 436 MeTV option 11. If you want your grass green all winter long, even if it doesn't rain. Here it is, my friends. Back in just a moment.
Frigidaire. We introduced the first home freezer, the first pulsator agitator washer, and now we introduce the Frigidaire Orbit Clean dishwasher, designed with a unique wash arm that gives you 4 times more water coverage for a consistently better clean. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Okay, we're back here on the show talking about this new product. Well, it's not that new. Well, what, 6 months old?
Well, no, it's been around for about 6 years or so.
6 years.
Yeah, it's just we took it over about 6 months ago.
Okay, and this was originally used out at Fresno State, you said?
Correct, yes.
And here's what I've always wondered, because especially in these stadiums where you have a football team that plays in the same stadium, like Oakland Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they got the A's and the Raiders playing there. All right, one week the A's are playing there. The following Sunday, the Raiders are playing a football game. What do they use to paint the lines, to repaint the end zones? What are they using?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Are they using a product similar to this, or
it would have to be something like this? Yeah, but it doesn't.
But this product is different than theirs in that
it doesn't really help the lawn. It just gives you the color, and so you get the color.
It's basically for television, basically.
It's basically for television, yeah. So so you basically get the color that you're looking for. You just don't get the benefits of this product.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I look at some like NFL films or even baseball games on YouTube. Some of the older games, like in the 60s and the 70s, I don't know why, but the lawn looks a darker green and more rich than some of the lawns now. I don't know why that is.
One of the reasons why he had to come up with this product is that when they went to HD TV, it really brought out the color. So if it didn't look good, it really brought it out, and so he had to come up with this.
Good morning, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, this looks like great stuff, and I can't believe how easy it would be to keep a Bermuda grass lawn green in the winter, and I need to, because I got a gardener I keep on year-round.
Yeah.
And he needs to spray some of this on. I missed the phone number for you guys.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
It's 559-495-1464.
And you can also go to turfmedics.com.
Okay, Turf Medics. Yeah, okay, that was actually the name of your company I needed to get.
Turf
That
Medics,
sounds great.
yeah, and it's only about 10 cents a square foot. So I don't know how big is your yard.
I don't know the exact square feet, but I'll measure it.
Average lawns here in Fresno, if they're just average, is about $200 to get your front lawn done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 10 by 10 is going to cost you $10.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I did the math, right?
And actually, $200 is a lot better than paying $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000.
Oh, yeah.
To put artificial turf like this in your front lawn.
We're not that uppity, but we do like to have a green, especially in the front. And now, when the grass grows, if you mow it high enough, you won't cut this off, right?
That would be, yeah. So what we want to do is you want to go in there, you want to cut the grass as low as you can without, all the way to dirt. Grow it mow it as low as you can. We come in, we seal it up, and then just let it grow as long as you want. And then we do recommend, in the summertime, if you've got the grass, you want to mow it higher anyways, because you want to protect those roots from the sun, because it's getting a lack of water. So we recommend raising the height of the mower anyways.
Right, yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah, and this will last. Hey, thank you. Hey, are you in competition with your neighbors? Is that it, caller?
Our neighbors can't compete with us.
All right. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the call.
We like the neighborhood up.
Okay.
Good.
All right. And it's a good way to encourage your neighbors, too. I mean, let's take some more videotape here on Connect With Me. We're talking about Turf Medics. Good way to encourage your neighbors to make their lawns look brighter and greener without having to abuse the water system.
Right.
Right. Yeah, we've actually had a few, what are they called? Building people? People who build neighborhoods. Yes.
Yeah.
They've contacted us and they want to use our product to make the entire neighborhoods look good.
You mean builders like a Semi or McCaffrey or Leo Wilson? These
Granville Homes.
Granville Homes has contacted you? That's Darius Semi.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They've contacted you guys,
Yes,
huh?
they have, yeah.
So have you signed the contract yet?
Well, they've come out, they looked at our product, they love it. They have meetings of their own going on, and yes, they're going to purchase some of our product and apply it to their neighborhoods.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, they got a lot of money. I'd jack up the price if I were you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, you know what? I have a great idea. It does everything that you expect to do on the grass. I want to give you an idea, maybe just an idea, but patent your thing. And what I mean is, you're using sprays, to do it on the ground. On the ground. Why don't you get your idea and get a spray cans and do it on the hair? Because it works in the same way, like for men. But yours doesn't. It would last longer, and it won't do any harm if you get the idea the same way you do your spray. You're getting everything the same. You get the idea by putting it in a spray container and do it the same way. And that's an idea. Then that's a good idea. I'm a Mexican. I'm bald, not real bald, but in the sense that you can patent this product, put it in a spray, and do some examples where you can use it for hair, for men or women, whatever. And it's a good idea. I guarantee you, because right now you're laughing. You guys have it as a concept, and that's all I wanted to know. If you make millions, you can give me a little 5%. But other than that, I just wanted to let you know it's a good idea.
Why can't you do it on other products? Why is it restricted to lawns? Why can't you paint your hair or? No, I'm talking about this product here. I mean, we're getting comments from the side here. I mean, but can you?
Well, that guy could give us a call, and we can sit down and figure out, and I'll put him in charge of that department. We have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
so,
right. And your phone number, by the way, is 495-1464. But is his question an unreasonable one?
You know, I would really have to look into see, to talk to the manufacturer and see if it's even possible that this could be put on here. I never thought of it. So I'd have to check with him and see if it's possible.
I would say that there's more possibilities for this product.
You know, I don't like the color of your shirt. I think I'm going to paint it green.
It'll dye whatever you get on it, whatever it hits.
Well, it is organic, so you're welcome to spray my hair if you would like.
Yeah, okay, all right. Hey, I want to put some pictures up on the screen, some before and after pictures. Do we have those? Yeah, here's a before, and you know, a lot of, oh my God, that's the after. But a lot of, and where is that, by the way, guys?
That is a home in Clovis.
Wow.
She had.
This is a front lawn?
She's on a well, and she has enough water to either have water in her home, or water her grass. Because if she waters her grass, she can't take a shower.
Yeah.
So she let her the grass go brown.
We're jumping ahead of ourselves here. We're still talking about the previous home. So don't jump ahead, but yeah, there you go, right there. We're still talking about this, so go ahead.
So this is from her front door looking out. So everything on the other side of that picture is still green, and she just waters right around her house, and she has enough water to drink and to shower and stuff. But she couldn't, the well wasn't deep enough. She actually had a second well put in, still wasn't able to do it, so that's where she wanted us to come in. And
wow.
And, I mean, you can see it's a beautiful yard.
Yeah.
And that's the green that you get.
All right, go to the next one if you would, and stay on that until we finish talking about it. This home here in Clovis?
Actually, Porterville.
Porterville.
Right.
Okay, that's the before. That's the after.
Right.
What a difference.
And he's a farmer, and one of his things, and he made us leave a sign behind.
All right, look at this picture here and how the house looks. You know, you drive by and say, "Oh wow, look at that house." Not so fancy. But then you change it, not to me, to the other picture, to the after. Hello. Now it improves the beauty of that home.
Brings out the color.
Brings out the color.
Yeah, we've been having real estate people approach us as well, house flippers, that sort of thing.
Really?
Yes, and we've noticed that it not only just makes it green, but it's also stimulating the growth to the point where when the new homeowners come in, you know, the lawn is better off than it was when they left.
Yeah, see, it's eye-catching. You look at that, and then you look at the next photo, and it's like, whoa, man.
Right.
It looks like a different house.
Right.
You know, so, okay. We're going to come back, well, after this. And this home is where?
That's Chowchilla.
Okay.
Yeah, he's another farmer. And
whoa, man.
Amazing.
Yeah. Look at that. That's incredible. And where's this?
That's all Chowchilla, yep.
All Chowchilla. So this is like half done, though, right? You're going to do the inside?
Right. That picture was taken where we just did the front to show him what it looked like. And that right there, he has problem with the water. Wherever the water hit, the grass grew. It was amazing. You can really, it's almost like we fertilized it, and that really tells me that the product really helps the health of the lawn.
Yeah, and once you do the rest of it, it's going to bring out the green in the trees as well.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're talking with Derik and Michael about this Turf Medics product here, and it's going to spruce up the landscape on your property, make your house look a little better too, and it's going to be eye-catching for your neighbors, and your neighbor is going to come over and say, "What did you do? Are you overwatering your lawn?" 436-ME-TV, option 11. You can say, "No, I'm using this." Back in a moment.
Considering solar? Whether you're ready to buy now or just exploring your options, the consultants at Solar Negotiators are here to help you. A call to Solar Negotiators is like calling 5 solar companies at once. You see, when local established solar contractors have gaps in their schedule, they call Solar Negotiators to fill them. Right now, get 5 years of panel cleaning and maintenance or $1,000 off your new solar panels. So stop wasting your time searching and call Solar Negotiators, because when contractors compete for your business, you win.
Hey, today the focus on business, and we're talking about Turf Medics, a sample bottle here. This is for like touch-up areas around your landscaping area in front or in the back of your home. And so we want to put up the disclaimer now and talk about the focus on business, and you can kind of read this for yourself, but you know, once a week we try to focus on a business here, a local business in the Central Valley, and we try to help local businesses be as successful as we have been here at Ventura TV since 1950 or 51, whenever it was, more than 60 years ago. And we'd like to try to help those businesses. They didn't pay us to come in. We are not paying them to show up here on the set. It's kind of a free of will on both sides of the aisle here. A phone call coming in. Good morning, caller. You're on Connect with Me, and your question, please.
I found something out because of this drought and the water restrictions, only able to water 2 days a week. My hedge and some of the trees in my yard are dependent upon that water that goes on that lawn for their health. And when I quit watering the lawn, now the hedges and the trees are starting to suffer. I wanted to share that with your viewership. Also, I think the origins of the domestic lawn go back to feudal Europe, I think, something like that, when fiefdoms had crops growing in front of the castle, and the more crops you had, the more prestige you had, something like that. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so the question is, and the caller brings up to mind, at least for me, I noticed that one of my bushes has already almost died in front of my house because of the lack of water. So can I spray this on my bushes?
Yeah, we actually have other products. We have mycorrhizae, we have water surfactants, different products that we can put into the trees, the bushes, to help the roots hold on to the water that's in there. Because this is, I mean, you can spray it on, and we did it on boxwoods and some different stuff just to get the green. But for the health, you want to get something down into the roots to really help that tree as it's suffering through the summertime. You really don't want to just cover up the problem. I would inject it with some different products to make sure that it's getting as much water as possible during this time.
Yeah, but you can still use this a little bit, right?
On some stuff that you want green, you can spray it on. Like I said, we did boxwoods downtown.
Yeah.
We had to shave them back, and they looked brown. The customer didn't like it. We went in there, we sprayed them all, and looked green.
So how are you getting the word out about this product? Because I don't see it on buses. I don't see it in the newspaper. I don't hear it any ads on the radio. Is it by word of mouth, or what is it, guys?
Well, we did the Fresno Bee, which was really good. We had a Fresno Bee article. And
when was that? I must have. I guess I was on vacation that day.
Maybe 2 months. Yeah, and it was
2 months?
the Sunday paper about 2 months ago.
Okay.
We've done, basically just word of mouth. I mean, and we do all the home shows here in town, but a lot of it's been word of mouth.
Mm-hmm. It is. And how many days a week do you guys work?
Oh, every day. But we have ProTurf running 5 days a week.
Right. But But you guys don't work weekends, though, do you?
No, we do if we need to.
Yeah.
7 days a week? No.
No, we'll take Sunday off.
You guys have to take at least one day off, right?
Right.
Yeah. And how many hours are you putting in per day?
Oh, it varies. At least 8 to 10 hours a day. It all just depends.
Do you cover the whole Central Valley area, or just certain parts of it?
Chowchilla to basically Visalia. We've actually gone all the way up to the Bay Area and sprayed.
Okay. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Well, is it in park?
Hello, caller. Speak up. Go ahead. Yeah.
Maybe so. Push the brake down, and you should be able to move the pedals.
I can't understand anything you're saying, sir. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll have to let him go. I don't know what that had to do with turf medics or whatever. Hey, we have some video of some real water watering some grass. We got sprinklers. And so, I mean, I guess you guys are making a good living, selling this product, and you have a lot of customers, and it's growing, day by day. But how much in terms of brown lawns do you people see on a daily basis?
A lot of what we do is ProTurf, fertilization, weed control. This is one of the options that we offer. Some of the products that Derik had mentioned earlier, like the mycorrhizal, soil surfactants, these are things that we're implementing now to help whatever water is getting to the lawn work better. And
are you still seeing scenes like this, sprinklers, or is it fewer and far between?
Fewer now.
A lot less in terms of watering lawns like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And do you see people overwatering still?
Oh, of course.
To a certain extent?
Sure.
You do.
There's always going to be people that are going to overwater. just depends on what you want to do and how, you get the people that say, oh, it's what we save is not going to help,
You know what I found, and I'm not going to ask you guys to get political or anything, but I found it funny that one of our city council members, Oliver Baines, and the mayor, their water usage was actually publicized recently, and they were way over the limit.
Right. Yeah.
Way over the limit. You got a sitting city councilman and the mayor.
Right, and their defense, they probably have a gardener whose job is to keep his yard looking green, and so to tell the gardener to stop watering, and the grass goes brown, and then they get mad at him.
Yeah.
So he's protecting his job. They're probably doing their job, and they're not really paying attention.
One of the excuses I heard is, oh, I had a sprinkler defect and I didn't realize it. It was going off at 2 in the morning or something like that. I mean, that could be.
Yeah.
You don't have to get political. You don't have to comment. I know you're not here to talk politics, but we are in the middle of a drought, and just use a little common sense and don't take that 30-minute shower. Take the 3-minute shower, and use deodorant. 436 MeTV option 11. We're back with this product here. We'll kind of test this on the set when we come back.
This is Tough TV, Tough Sports, Tough Lifestyle, Tough Drama, Tough Reality, Tough Talk, Tough Specials, Tough Movies, Tough TV. Are you tough enough?
Oh, back here on the show, connect with me. I'm John Mallows. You're watching us live here on Comcast. And Michael, you've got a piece of paper down there. Are you going to do a little test spray for us here?
Sure.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Just do it live right here on the set, and go ahead and spray that almost the entire paper if you can without getting it on the desk. But so you can see the color, you can see the spray paint. I'll hold that up.
And this is basically for people that have pets. Your dog goes out there, pees on the lawn, and
I kind of have to let that dry a little bit, though.
Yeah, it's going to get everywhere.
Run. It's going to run.
Just set it
yeah, so we got to let it dry first.
But anyways, you got a brown spot and you want it green. Your rest of the grass is green. You got a brown spot. You just come out here, spray the area, blend it in. You won't see any brown spots. Or if you have a sprinkler problem where it looks pretty green all over, but you have some spots that just need a little help, then you just spray this on there.
And as a homeowner, if you are spraying this yourself, Simple Green will take it off of your cement if you do accidentally get some on there.
Oh,
it'll come off.
It's got to be an organic-based cleaner, because this is organic-based product. So you need to have. We use Simple Green. There's some Moxie. They're different products, but it has to be organic-based product.
Yeah, and you do have to get it off there as soon as possible.
Very fast.
Yeah. Or it's going to dry permanently.
Correct.
It'll stain.
On your cement. Mm-hmm. And you can't get it off even with bleach. Bleach won't take it off, probably.
We haven't tried it. I don't know for
haven't
sure.
needed to try bleach yet. We've just taken it off right away. So.
Yeah. Okay. What about the winter time? All right. This may be an insignificant issue, but I'll bring it up anyway. Okay. I have a lot of trees around my house. When winter comes, the leaves are going to fall. The dog may poo on the grass. I might want to go out and rake the lawn. Who knows what? This product is on there, so what happens?
Nothing. Once it's on there, it's just sealed on there. You're not going to get it off. You could rake, blow off the leaves, use the shovel for the dog mess. It's not going to, as long as you're not like stabbing the grass and digging into the grass, you're not going to damage the lawn.
And again, how long does this last? If you want to, let's say I spray it on today. How long? Okay, this is, what's the date today? The 9th? Mm-hmm. Yeah, today's the 9th, October 9th.
So if you have a Bermuda lawn that's going to go dormant, you spray it today, it's going to stay on there for the rest of the winter. It's going to stay on there until the growth is stimulated next season and it grows out of it.
So in April, I can go ahead and spray some more on there?
But the guy that we do there on Candy Cane Lane, he called us back in March and said it was starting to fade out. But we waited a little bit closer into November, right before he puts his Christmas stuff down. We did it in November. We sprayed his lawn, and it went all the way through until March.
So November, December, January, February, March, so roughly almost 5 months.
Almost 5 months in the wintertime.
Yeah, in the wintertime. That's an extreme case. Typically, it'll last 3 to 4 months.
Yeah. 3 to 4 months in the summertime.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And doing another lawn right here. And so what's your next plan for marketing? Are you going to make the next step, or what are you going to do?
Well, this is just one of our products. Like I said, we do have ProTurf, which is lawn fertilization, weed control. We've changed what we do based on the drought. The products that we're using, we're considering them included in our normal service, whereas our competition considers those to be extra services where we're adding them to our regular service.
Yeah, interesting. You know, I can't wait to talk to David Valadeo tomorrow about the drought and water. I'm going to bring this product up. But good morning. You're on Connect with Me. Your question, please.
Hi. I've been noticing and hearing here and there the San Luis Canal on the west side of the valley, which I actually worked on, and I worked on the dam at the lake and everything. That is running full night and day of water going to LA, clear to San Diego. Why is it not staying here in the valley?
Well,
good question.
I don't know, but we're talking about a product to paint your lawn green. And that's kind of a political question. But I'll tell you what, are you still there, caller?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Here's the thing. I want you to mark this down. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock live, from 10 o'clock to 11, we have Congressman David Valadeo, who is running for re-election in District 1. Please call in and ask him that same question, because these are not politicians here. They're just trying to introduce you to a product. That's City Council District 1. We're talking about Congressional District 1. So call in tomorrow and ask David Valadeo that same question, if you would.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've asked some of these the guys in our State Department, and I never, ever get an answer back from them. Any of them.
Well, if you call, I guarantee you.
Did that tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, just do me a favor, because we're running short on time. We only have like 2 minutes left. Call in tomorrow and ask the congressman that same question. He'll be here.
Well, I'll try to. At 10 o'clock, you say?
Yeah, between 10 and 11. He'll be here tomorrow. You ask him that quick, because these guys are not politicians. They're just running a business here. They're trying to make a living.
Yeah, I know politicians. They're worthless. But I'll try to get back and call him.
You got it.
And see what he says, because, like I say, I have asked that question before, and I never get an answer from any of them.
Call in tomorrow and pin him down. How's that?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right, no problemo. So, are you running for office anytime soon?
Nope, not right now.
Not even dog catcher, huh?
Nope.
You don't need the money, right? You don't need the headache.
That's right. I need the money, but I don't need the headache.
You don't need the headache. That's right. That's right. We got about a minute left. 495-1464. Give out your website. That's your number I just gave out.
Right. We have turfmedics.com also.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say about the product before we have to say goodbye for this segment? And I'm going to hold this up. Well, it's still kind of runny, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit. But that's, see, you know what? It's almost like it changes color as it dries.
And it will. So you can spray.
Does it get darker?
It can. And then if it doesn't come out the color you want, you can hit it again.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That looks like the Grinch, the green Grinch for Christmas here. The same color as the Grinch. So, okay, it gets darker as it dries. Anyway, the product is called Turf Medics. You can call 495-1464. Our much thanks to Derik Jakusz and Michael Schutz. Did I get those names right?
That's right.
Guys, thank you very much.
Thank
Come
you.
back again,
Thank you.
okay?
Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you very much. We're back tomorrow with another edition of Connect with Me. Remember, Congressman David Valadeo, District 21, Congressional District 21, running for re-election. He'll be our guest tomorrow. You can call in and put his feet to the fire. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.